Hello. I took a break from making YouTube videos because I kind of dug myself into a hole and I was making very, very similar videos each week using only a very small amount of my stuff, and it got a bit boring. I wanted to make more of like not a diary, but like an update thing of what I've been doing across all the different stuff that I do. I've got really into Lino printing. Here we go. The teenagers have decided that they like physical media again, so everyone's got back into CDs, which I find really entertaining and really good because I love CDs. I'm out of breath from going upstairs. I've been making like hand-printed CDs. So how do I do this? So I bought a pack of like 24 of these just pink rubbers off of Amazon for like $10. That's Australian dollars. I cut them out with this like lino cutting tool. You end up, that probably sounds horrible in the microphone, but yeah, you kind of carve it out. You draw it on and carve it out. And then you make yourself a stamp. This is one of my faves. Oh no, I've got ink all over my hands. There you go. I find the font online or on my computer, and then I kind of draw it by hand with pencil and then carve around it. And then you end up with these like really nice prints. So I've done 3 different rubbers. So I've got the Dave Machine one, then a picture, then the name of the album. That's kind of like the style that I've been going for, and I've made them for 4 of my releases. It's a little brain there. But yeah, it's been really fun. And then for the CDs, I got blank ones that you're meant to like, I think they call them inkjet ones because you can get printers that you can print directly on them, but I didn't want to do that, so I got, here it is, this stamp, which is kind of like a stamp that you'd have in like the library or something, but it comes with these, so you get like the whole alphabet and a bunch of numbers, and then you can put in what you want. So it's Dave Machine Hyperframe Fixation, that's the name of the album, and then I can just stamp all the CDs, and then it doesn't dry instantly. It dries, you know, if you go to work and come back, it will be dry. So yeah, I've just been churning those out, which has been really fun. So yeah, now on to the how do I get rid of these 100 CDs that I've made. But yeah, I enjoyed making them. So I've got a band as well called Naive Atom, and then Amutha, the singer, came round and we made a bunch of posters for a gig that we've got coming up. Yeah, this is from a previous artwork that we did, that kind of similar to the rubbers but on a bigger scale. But for these, it's more like, yeah, it is lino printing, so you kind of get the ink and you get your brayer, I think it is, and then you do that onto the print and then you paste it down. And then the letters were the rubbers, like I showed before. So we did one for every letter. And then you can do like variations. So then we got a bunch of like individualized posters, which, you know, it's way more fun than just normal merch. And then this is just cheap card that we bought. So yeah, I thought that was really fun. And then turned it into like the gig poster, which I photocopied at work because I have endless print credits. I'm gonna try and make a Naive Atom CD using the letters that we used for the poster. I reckon it'll just about fit on. Let's see. So I'm just gonna like lay them out just to check if it fits, because if it doesn't, I'll do something else. Ooh, you know what? It might just fit. There we go. Perfect. That's crazy. I'm surprised that actually fits so well. got some ink on there now. And I like it because you don't have to be that precise, you know. It's kind of the charm is how wonky it is. So you just give it a press down and there you got your letter. It's basically like potato stamps if you ever did that as a kid. There you go. So yeah, that's been my obsession at the moment, just like printing stuff, because I found it's like super cheap to do, really fun, and then the results are, I think, very unique. It doesn't look like you've made it on a computer, which I think these days is like anything that you can do to make it obviously not made by AI or like made by just a generic maker program software like Canva or something. I think that's way more exciting. And then I forgot, to burn the actual CDs, of course, my laptop doesn't have a CD burner, so I bought one of these. I think it's the cheapest one that you can get on Amazon, and it's worked really well. It takes about 5 minutes to burn a CD, and it makes me feel like I'm in 2006 again, so win-win. Right, I'll show you what else I've been up to. Come with me. Okay, so I've been going on about that I want to have a live set for ages, like an actual, you know, thing that I can bring with me. So I found these flight cases, you can see underneath. We have 2 flight cases. They are, I'll link in the description what they are, but they're kind of like for pedal boards. In it I can fit my modular case, analog rhythm, the launch control, the reverb pedal, Octatrack, analog heat, a Pro 800 and a Chrome console, and then the big brain behind it all is the torso, which is like a sequencer. I'll go more into it in a different video, but that's what I've been spending a lot of my time on recently, because it takes a lot of setup and there's a lot of different moving parts. So it's been tricky, but it's something that I want to, I've been thinking about for a long time. So yeah, it's a work in progress. And then the other thing, this just seems like I've just bought a bunch of stuff, but this is over the last 6 months, I think. So this is my new video synthesizer, which is a Mainbow. I got this off Etsy. It's a whole kind of analog video synthesizer in one Eurorack style size, and it was very cheap compared to the LZX stuff, which can be thousands. This was only about $300, I think, in Australian. And it has, you can like patch it with Eurorack stuff. So I haven't tried it yet, but I've got the PAMS Pro Workout because everything runs on 1 volt CV. So yeah, I should be able to do some fun video synth stuff. I'll show you how it works. Let's turn it on. Yeah, so it just makes these kind of like wacky, colourful shapes on things, and then when you spin the knobs, it's just like how an audio synthesizer works, but for video, which intrigues me. And then you can like modulate stuff, so then you can have generative things, and then I've got it running into this little box from Lo-Fi Future, which is a colorizer, so you can do like glitchy things with the colours. But yeah, every time I turn it on, it comes up with something new. It's just really fun to play with. I went to the Zine fair in Melbourne. I think they call it the Festival of the Photocopier, a massive zine festival in the meat market. And there's loads of cool stuff. This by Hey Aiden. All of his kind of sketches over the last 5 years, just all compiled into one zine. Like really cool style. And then he collected a bunch of like packaging. You know when you get the packaging and then it has the stickers on it and it has a little guy. So yeah, he collected all the little guys, which I thought was such a cool idea. This little guy is from the tomatoes, and then this guy gets around the Eggman. So yeah, that was cool. But this one, who I forget the adult's name, but it was his son that made a little zine, The Adventures of Big Bite and Little Bite. I just thought it was really funny. And it kind of shows you that if you put it in like a zine format, like literally anything goes, and you can just be as silly as you want. But he said his son kind of gave up. And then, yeah, he was like, oh, draw your own story. But this one by Mandy Ord. I just loved her pictures and like how she draws animals. I think is really cool. She really like captures their essence, and there's like a lot of movement in it. Yeah. I like drawing bugs as well, so it's like that's some cool bugs you got going on. A big collection of Ben Hutchings, and I just really like his kind of playfulness to his drawings, and it's like kind of a bit sinister, which I liked. He did warn me that these were some old cartoons, so maybe the jokes haven't aged that well, but yeah, how can you not love stuff like that? It's just weird. A few months back, I tried making some zines myself. I think I went a bit like too hard into it, because I was making them all individualized. Like this is like a mixture of like my video synthesizer stuff that I screenshotted and then printed out, and then like cut them all out with an X-Acto knife. It's like some kaiju. So I did really enjoy making these. I think I will try and make some more. Maybe I'll just, because I made all these within a couple of days, I think. I got really obsessed with it. It's a nice format because it's quite small, so it's not worrying at how big it is. That's my update. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.